This is Cash, excerpt 3. Her ring finger had severed just below the second knuckle, and Wei knew she was in a bad way. Shit! Think, Wei, think. Okay, stop the bleeding first, she muttered, hearing in her head Papa's voice. If it bleeds, it dies. Again, hearing Papa's thick Gunnish accent. Through the pain, she laughed loudly. Well, this solves the ring problem, she chuckled. 2 weeks ago, when Ware and her had talked of union, Ware had made the point that even a half-carat diamond was the cost of both their families' earnings for a year, combined. He had despaired and then cried on her shoulder. At first, she had thought it a silly gesture, and that he was merely overwhelmed at the impending likelihood of life together. But that wasn't like Ware. So she pressed him, and that day heard a story that had not been told in Tononka for 19 years. Ware had an older sister named Misha, she herself being engaged in 20, the very year that Wei and Ware were born. In Shishuk culture, a young woman usually only wears a ring symbolically for a short period until another sibling or child is engaged to union. As expensive as they were, union rings were heirlooms of a sort and were usually used by multiple family members. Some thought it silly, but in this way, Shashuk families were all the more bound by this sharing. It was very important and highly spiritual in the accordance of Shashui. The year of her and Ware's birth, Musha, her and her Koyuk Feshton were day tripping on the column rise just below Copperden for their union pilgrimage. They were making a crossing at the very spot Mwe was now when the ice slag cracked and Musha, Feshton, and their team of 8 dogs fell into the river. Musha and Feshton, along with 6 of the dogs, drowned that day. Lost along with them was the Koshtons family's union ring, a ring that was older than Tononka itself, a ring that had been eventually meant from Wei's finger, the finger that even now was missing and likely at the bottom of the same point in the Fennel Creek as well.